Jennifer Eberhardt, and I'm a social psychologist. I work at Stanford University in the psychology department, and I study race and inequality. I've done research in the past looking at how race can influence visual processing, and so we've simply expose people to black faces or white faces, and we would do this subliminally. So the exposure would be so quick that people don't know that they've, just, been exposed to a black face or a white face. And we are interested in how that simple exposure to the face can influence people's ability to recognize visual objects. And so we will show them objects that are really blurry, and we slowly, in the continuum, we create objects that are more and more clear. And we'll do this with crime objects, and we'll do this with objects that aren't relevant to crime. And what we find is when you expose people briefly to black faces before they see these crime objects, that they're able to tell what those crime objects are with less information, with a blurrier picture. It's almost as though because blackness is so associated with crime, that you're ready to pick out these crime objects, out of the environment in a way that you're not if you're exposed to a white face, say. With the work on the death penalty, we were interested in looking at the role of physical features of the defendants in death sentencing decisions. The extent to, for black defendants, the extent to which they were perceived as being stereotypically black, and the defendants who looked or were rated to be more stereotypically black were more than twice as likely to receive a death sentence than those who were rated less stereotypically black. I think one of the issues that the work points to is that it's not the case just that the biases are so ingrained and that they're with us so early, but it's that those biases can actually influence our psyches. They can influence how we're processing even physical objects, how we're processing body movement. And so we want to use the work to help people to understand how race can influence us in lots of different ways, and in ways that are beyond sometimes our control and beyond our awareness. The stereotype of blacks as hostile, dangerous, and criminal is one of the strongest stereotypes in American society. One of the things that I'm focused on now is race and policing issues. It's a pressing issue, but it's also one of those issues that's been around for quite some time. We're at a moment in time where we can begin to make progress, I believe, on those issues. My cell phone rang, and they announced themselves as being from the MacArthur Foundation. It was pretty overwhelming. It was just such an amazing honor, and I was just blown away, actually.